Yo, my guy,
Hey,
what's up?
hey, hold on.
What's up? What's up? Yeah.
Who does that remind you of?
Let me see here. Let me see.
Them
Help me.
Grizzlies. That's their entrance
Yeah.
dance, my guy.
Oh,
Ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen, I'm gonna make this intro real sweet and real quick. The Grizzlies are a microcosm of what the youth is today. A lot of talk, no action. For a team that hadn't done anything, hadn't even been to the Western Conference Finals, there's just a lot of talk. B Hill, I'm gonna bring up a date for you. December 21st. You know what happened on December 21st of this past year in 2022?
Hit me with it. Hit me with it. Help me.
Ja Morant said he's good in the West.
Yep, he
He's
did
only
say
worried
that.
about the Celtics.
He did.
For my
He
youngins
did.
that's watching the show, don't be like that. Respect the game. You hadn't done anything in this show
Right.
tonight. Look like a bunch of lost little kids against a veteran team. Without further ado, my name is Corey Hilliard. The man next to me, Brandon Hill. We are the House Divided. If you've been here before, you know what it is. First time, me, Casa Sukasa, talk to him, B.
You guys already know. Hey, if you're not already a part of this House Divided family, you're going to want to hop on this train before we keep this thing on rolling, because we rolling on with or without you. Hop down there, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, because you guys are going to want to be up to date. These playoffs are just starting to really heat up, guys. Also, if you like what you're hearing, you like what you're seeing, go ahead, tap that thumbs up button for us as well. That helps with the algorithm, everything else. That's a complicated thing to figure out, but it's going to help us get out there on those platforms. Last but not least, want to hear from y'all. Hop down there in those comment boxes. Give us your thoughts. Give us your comments. Good, bad, right, wrong, and different. Y'all already know the drill around here. So, Corey, I mean, go ahead and just you just want to start it off. I mean, hey, what did I tell you? What did I tell you on the phone earlier when I was watching this game? It was about third quarter. I said we need to 40-piece these boys.
It's
And
looking
guess
like
what?
it right now.
No, we did. It just went final. We 40-pieced them.
It's
125 to 85.
a 40 piece.
I mean, man, that last game, whenever I was watching that last game, it was just absolutely terrible. But, I mean, my Lakers, they just weren't in it. You know what I'm saying? Bron wasn't in it. It looked like they was checked out. They didn't travel to Memphis. They stayed in L.A., and basically, I see why, man. They came out here tonight, and they absolutely handled business, my guy. Anthony Davis, 16 points. Okay. 14 rebounds. 5 block shots. Only 1 turnover. Plus 31 in the plus minus. Okay? It's a good game. You had LeBron James. He said he played like crap the other night. What did he do? He came back and did what LeBron James does. 9 for 13 tonight after going 5 of 17 in the last game. He had 22 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. The guy tonight, though, that won it, and this is what we're going to need from him the rest of the playoffs, D'Angelo Russell. He had that ice water in his veins tonight, my guy. I mean, Corey, I'm on absolute cloud 9 right now, my friend. I am so high in the sky. It's just, I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I'm so happy that my boys got this job done. But the job ain't done. Like Kobe Bryant once said, the job's not finished. We're not finished. No, it's not finished. It's not, because we have a lot more basketball to play, Corey. Another thing that I want to point out in this game, and then I'm going to kick it back to you to kind of give your thoughts and everything else. Something that's really, really huge. Not only, we're going to get into that other game as well. The Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings are going to a Game 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to play that game on Sunday. So my Lakers get Saturday, they get Sunday, and they get Monday off. That's 3 days, which is very, very big for a veteran team. And another thing I want to point out, they've logged heavy minutes for LeBron James and Anthony Davis this playoff series. They've been playing like an average of 38 to 42 minutes per game. Tonight, about 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we went ahead and let them boys rest. You know what I'm saying? those kind of things are big for a veteran team. We needed this tonight. They came out and they basically just let it be known, y'all are not going to beat us. This is how we trash talk. We show it on the court. So that's all. I love that we were able to humble these Grizzlies. Like I said, Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson. I want to hear from you guys after this post game. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what you got to say. Ja, how's the West looking now, my friend? So that's it, man. I just had to get my little trash talk out there, man. On to the next one. On to the next one, man. On to the next one. So, and one last point, and then I'm gonna kick it to you. I just wanted to point out. I talked to you earlier. Who in the West, as of right now, who is left in the Western Conference, is stopping Anthony Davis?
Let's come back to that. I'll give my little synopsis on the game, and then we'll retouch that.
Okay, give it to me.
B Hill, as a friend, fam. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
This is gratifying on a whole bunch of different levels that I can't even explain. This team, the Grizzlies, had a lot to say all year, all last year. Just a bunch of, for a team that hadn't done anything, they talk a lot. And what's most gratifying about this, bro, and you can understand this because how old are you? You're 31?
Yes, sir.
I'm 30. I just turned 38 2 days ago. When we came up, B, it wasn't like this. You didn't see teams talking like this and doing the stuff that they did without even getting to a Western Conference Finals.
Right.
You had to earn your stripes before you can talk any kind of crap.
You did.
And honestly, they talk crap like they won a championship. And correct me if I'm wrong, stop me if I'm wrong, this whole series turned when Dylan Brooks opened his mouth at the game too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a wrap after that.
Absolutely. I think it really turned, though, whenever we came. I think that punch in the mouth in game one to let you know, like, we're here. You wanted us, we're here. But no, I agree with you.
They were still cocky after game two.
No, I agree.
They were still cocky. They were cocky after game one. Desmond Bain talking about Hachimura. Let's see if he can do it again. Just so small little comments. And so this is what I took away from the game tonight. I'm looking at the plus minuses for the starters. 5 starters for the Lakers, plus 31, plus 19, plus 32, plus 27, plus 26. Starters for the Grizzlies, minus 28, minus 16, minus 23, minus 31, minus 30. That was it. That was the game right there. They wanted no part of the smoke. They didn't want no beef. For a team that talked all that smack and gave me all of this AAU, young little punk talk, they folded like a cheap lawn chair, bro.
You ain't lying.
And I was expecting a good game. And they folded and they wanted no parts of the smoke, bro. That's why I don't respect them. That's why I don't respect all the talk. Y'all folded and it was so easy, bro. A 40 piece in a game that you needed to win to extend your series.
Yep.
To extend your season. Hats off to the Lakers. And the beautiful thing about it, like you said, it wasn't AD. He had 16 points, but he had 13 rebounds. It wasn't LeBron, a quiet 22, 9 to 13, efficient. But it was the other people. D'Angelo Russell with a 31 piece. Austin Reeves didn't do too much. He was 5 of 12 for 11 points. I'm looking at the bench. Beasley gave you 9. Lonnie Walker gave you 8, but that was in cleanup minutes. It was just a demolition, bro. And the Grizzlies in this offseason, before I kick it back to you and we talk about the rest of the West, they got to grow up. Yep. And this is why I say me being 38, you being 31, bro, this new generation, all of the talking, the swag, whatever you want to call it, however they operate, bro, that shit is not cool. No, they don't win nothing.
You're right.
It does nothing for you. You open your mouth and you got smacked down.
I thought they would have learned about this last year when they did this to the Warriors, and the Warriors had to teach them a lesson. Like, man, do you got to just keep talking trash?
But this is how young kids are nowadays. They think that's the way it is, and it's
I
not.
mean, even back in the day when we used to hoop in the rec rooms and stuff like that, we talk a little fun trash and stuff like that, but we were never disrespectful to the opponent.
No.
Never.
I marked it down at 7:31 left in this game because I was waiting on you. They scanned the Grizzlies bench, and guess who was sitting there laughing and smiling?
Dylan Brooks.
Ja Morant.
Ja. Okay.
They scanned their bench with 7:31 left in the fourth quarter, down 35 points, and he's laughing, talking to Brandon Clark in street clothes. That's the problem, dog. Can you picture Jordan or LeBron in a game 7 or a game 6 getting absolutely worked, and they scanned the bench and caught the camera on them? You think they would be laughing?
No. Not. You can even go back to 2008 when the Celtics was absolutely meleeing my Lakers. You think Kobe was happy about that?
No.
You think he would? No, absolutely not.
Bro.
And what did he do? The next 2 seasons, he put terror on the rest of the NBA. But these Grizzlies ain't going to do that, man. They're not. And I'm sorry. Everybody can hit me with the dang, Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. Come on. Miss me with that. Me with that. Do it. I'm sorry. I just don't want to hear it. I just don't. Would it have made a little difference? Maybe. Yeah, it might have made a little difference. Anthony Davis was dominating whoever was in his way.
Yeah.
The defensive player of the year didn't have an answer for my guy. I'm just... And it's not. I'm not talking just points. We don't need 40 points out of Anthony Davis.
No.
We need this kind of performance right here. We need him to dominate the glass. We need him to block shots. That's what we need. Yeah. Nick Wright. I'm a big First Things First show. I love Nick. I love Nick Wright, Broussard, Wilds, all them. Nick Wright made a very, very good point. If you go back. You watch Anthony Davis. Go back when he played for Kentucky that one year. In the national championship game, Anthony Davis had something like, I think it was like 16 rebounds. I don't exactly remember the stats that he counted off, but he only had like 10 to 12 points in that game. Anthony Davis has always been known as a transcendent type talent. He was always known for the way he could rebound the ball, the way he could defend and block shots. That was always his calling card. Not until he got to the NBA and started getting a jump shot and becoming an offensive type of player and transforming his game did he become what we see today. So I think to anticipate a 40-20 night out of Anthony Davis is just not fair. It's just not. Especially whenever you have guys like a LeBron James and like a D'Angelo Russell, like an Austin Reeves. This is a very good. He doesn't have to do that anymore. He doesn't.
No.
The way I would argue the way this team is put together, they might be a titch better than the team that was in the bubble. Now, that's an argument for another day. They won the championship. I digress. But I like the makeup of this team, Corey. I just do.
Here's the point you were talking about. Kentucky, Anthony Davis won the Naismith Player of the Year. His team won a national championship. And Monday night, when he won the championship that night, he set a record for the fewest points scored in a championship game by the Final Four most outstanding player. Davis had 16 rebounds, 6 blocks, 5 assists, 3 steals to go with only 6 points and was named the most outstanding player.
Looky there. See what I'm saying? But he dominated that game.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So that is the type of player that we need. We need him to hustle. And yes, is Anthony Davis capable of giving you a 40 and a 20 or a 40 and a 15? Absolutely he is. But to anticipate that on every single night, I think the media is just a little bit unfair with my guy AD. You know what I'm saying? He's playing through some injuries right now, so winning this game tonight was huge in so many different ways. So, I mean, man, I'm excited. I'm ready for the next round. Kings Warriors. Come on, who wants?
The beautiful part about this, your next opponent, y'all don't have to leave the state of California.
I love it. So there's not going to be no layovers, no long flights, none of that. No, that's a great point. I love how you brought that one up. That is huge. It
Yeah,
really,
that's
really
good
is.
on the body. So let's talk about AD and your Lakers against the rest of the West, forecasting the rest. We
I
got the
mean,
Nuggets left, we got the Suns left, and then your next opponent, Kings or Warriors. Does any one of those teams, I guess, let me ask you this. Who would you rather see the least? What out of those four teams makes you the most nervous? Um, I'll let you take it
honestly,
over.
the Suns.
Yeah.
They do. Just because, man, they got Devin Booker and Kevin Durant that can absolutely just drop 40 on anybody's head any given night. They can
Mm-hmm.
do that. But I I'm in the belief that Anthony Davis is a problem for any of those teams. Any of them. And when I look up and down there, I'm like, who's guarding him? DeAndre Ayton? Maybe. That's probably your best chance. Draymond Green, he's not. He's not in this day and age. Kevon Looney, he's going to hustle. He's going to try. But I mean, the Kings, that's a dream matchup if you ask me. The Kings don't want to see us.
No.
Sabonis? You gonna put Sabonis on him? Have you seen what's been Sabonis been giving up 20 points to Draymond Green. What you think Anthony Davis about to do to that man? Come on. So, I mean, of course I'm a Laker fan. I see it through Laker goggles, everything else. If we play like this, Corey, like this, because literally Jaren Jackson Jr. was the best defensive player that Anthony Davis is gonna see all the rest of the playoffs, finals included. No disrespect if your Celtics make it to your guy Williams and stuff like that, but ain't none of them the defensive player of the year. None of them.
No. I
So
can't believe I'm gonna say this because I laughed at you when you said this before the season. It's really not a team that y'all should be afraid of. I thought you were gonna say none of them. I just watched the
they're
Nuggets against the Timberwolves.
right.
Timberwolves gave them fits, but it was a gentleman's sweep. The Suns had all kind of problems with a Russell Westbrook led Clipper team with no Kawhi and no Paul George, and those games are close.
That's fair. That's great points.
Kings will be too young for LeBron and AD. I think the Warriors, if they somehow win this game 7, they're on their last leg. They've gotten too old. I can legit see a scenario, bro, where you guys are in the finals. It would not surprise me one bit. And the thing that y'all came from 2-10, and the crap everybody was talking about y'all before the All-Star break, to say that y'all have gotten to this point to where I would not be surprised if y'all made it to the NBA Finals is shout out Rob Pelinka. Congrats, man.
GM of the year.
Hands, bro.
GM of the year. GM of the year. You have to give it to him. Now I know it's just a 7. Dude, we was 2-10 like you alluded to. We had a 1.1% chance to make the playoffs when we started the season 2-10, Corey. And I mean, literally, the thing about it is, man, after the All-Star break, we were playing it was a playoff game every single game because of how tight the West was. It was all jumbled up and everything. And it came out.
People forget LeBron missed a lot of those games. He missed like 7 or 8 games. He was out. AD couldn't play back to back, so he missed like 4 or 5 of those games coming down the stretch.
Yep. We just,
this is such a weird world, man. You guys are legit not a real 7 seed. You guys are not a real 7 seed.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. I mean, it's just. I love it, man.
I'm tired of kissing y'all's ass. Good job.
All right, that's fine.
Great job.
Fine.
Let's talk about the Kings Warriors.
That's next. All right, this Kings Warriors game, man, that was a hell of a game. We kind of missed that one because we were on. Yeah, we were on the. On Ty. Shout out Ty, man. Appreciate you again having us on tonight, man. We are gonna have Ty on the show. He's gonna come on here and talk a little college football with us and everything. So we are gonna get him on here. But to go back to this, man, again, De'Aaron Fox, he's that dude. I think he's that dude. I really do.
He is.
Malik,
also that dude.
Gosh, I miss him.
Now here's what I did after we got off with Ty on his podcast. I kind of went back and watched the highlights and I watched some of the post game comments. Apparently, this was not even like it was a game for a little bit, but apparently the Kings started out on an 8-0 run, and they really kind of never looked back. It
Right.
was just they were the more desperate team. Their season was on the line. If they lost tonight, it was over, and they showed that.
On the
Um,
road. On the
on
road.
the road in Golden State, which nobody was picking. I watched First Things First too. That's my favorite show.
Yep.
I think Nick Wright was the only one that picked them. Nobody today was picking the
Nope.
Kings to win this
Nope.
game, bro.
Yeah.
The obituary was wrote. Everybody had written them off. You get 26 from Fox. Murray, the rookie, gave you 15. Sabonis only gave you 7. Harrison Barnes only gave you 6. You get 12 from Herter. But Malik Monk, from what I understand, is the player of the game, dog. 8
He's
of
a
14, 28
baller.
points off the bench.
Baller. He's a baller. He's a starter. He's not a bench player.
No, he's
Dude's
really
a starter.
Not.
That dude's
really
a starter. He's better than, how do you say that? Huter, whatever.
Kevin Herter.
He's better than him.
He's better than Harrison Barnes. He should be in the starting lineup, but I know why I think they keep bringing him off the bench just for offense points.
Yes.
Off the bench.
Yeah, you got to have that. You got to have that. So whenever you give your other guys a breather, he can come in there and he kind of runs the show whenever De'Aaron Fox needs a breath.
Yeah.
So no, it's huge, man. But again, this is what I'm talking about, Corey, whenever I talk about Sabonis. They won. I'm not hating. But come on, man. Come on, man. I need more from him. If they play us, he's going to have to do better than that. That game that they had, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, and it's just.
It's not a combo, bro. If y'all get the Kings, Anthony Davis will eat him alive. It won't even be close.
No, I know. I think if we get the Kings, we could beat them in 6. I think if it's the Warriors, I think we're going 7. I do still respect the Warriors. I'm not going to disrespect. And not only that, I mean, Wiggins is still trying to get his legs underneath him. I expect, and I mean, being the Warriors who they are, they're the defending champs. Do you not think that there's a little bit of a kind of overlooking these Kings just a little bit? Just a little bit. I think now they realize that they better not overlook them. But earlier on in this series, when they went down 0-2, they were kind of overlooking them young cats a little bit, thinking they're just going to pull up in here and handle their business. So, I mean,
tonight, I watched Steph Curry and I watched Klay Thompson. They were both like 5 minutes each, their post-game press conference. And I watched, who's the coach? Steve Kerr.
Yeah. And
all of the reporters asked him the same questions. They all said, it seemed like your energy was down pre-game before the game even started. It just seemed like they thought they had it.
Yeah,
it was a done deal. They thought the Kings were gonna lay down.
No, they're not. They
just
got
won 3 straight. They thought it was over. They thought they were gonna lay down, and that was
Mike Brown, coach of the year, was not gonna allow that to happen. I mean, he was the assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors these last few years as they went on their title runs, everything else. So it's just, he wasn't going to let his team lay down. And Mike Brown wants this series. He really does. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of one of those to where I'm like, okay, they've put so much energy in this. If the Sacramento Kings do come out of this, and then you run into the Lakers the way that they're playing right now, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
Remember, the Kings controlled who they played coming into this.
Right. They wanted the Warriors.
They sought the Warriors out. They sat their guys so the Warriors can win and they can get this matchup.
Yeah,
so they're not scared. I totally agree with you. I think the Warriors just thought that it was over. They looked disinterested from everything that I heard. Steph Curry missed 3 free throws. He has the best free throw percentage in the league. What's his name?
Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole
had the worst game apparently.
Trash. That was
the
trash.
Second best free throw shooter in the league. He missed 3 free throws.
Unacceptable.
So they just looked like they thought it was over, B, and you can't do that. That's that Warrior stuff. Now, for them, they can have that attitude. They've won 4 times.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, I'm good with that. Like the Grizzlies, I don't appreciate that, but them, I'm okay. You want to be a little cocky or whatever, y'all deserve that. I mean, but dude, they're in a situation right now, though, I would not want to be. If I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, I don't want to go back to Sacramento. That place is about to be lit, my guy.
They're the worst road team in the league. They're the worst road record in the league. That's not you.
I mean.
Oh, man.
But if okay, let's just, all jokes aside, though, everything else aside, if you had to put a gun to my head and tell me you got to pick a team, I'm rolling with the Warriors in Game 7,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
I just
picking a team that's
am.
got 4 chips. Yeah,
I just am.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Would I like to see a
yeah,
De'Aaron Fox and them get a W, everything else?
yeah.
As a Lakers fan, I'd probably much rather play the Sacramento Kings than the Warriors. I think we can beat either one of them. I definitely do. But I'd be crazy to say I want the Warriors over the Kings. That's just,
No,
or I
yeah,
want the Kings over, or the Warriors over the Kings. Yeah, because that is
yeah,
just not true. It's just not.
yeah.
So that's
I
where I'm
agree.
at. And
I agree.
The Warriors probably have the only guy that could probably like neutralize a LeBron James, try to stop him, and then Andrew Wiggins. That would give
Mm-hmm.
LeBron troubles.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison Barnes ain't doing much, LeBron,
No,
man.
bro.
He's
Yeah,
just not. So I look at all of those things, and plus, who you gonna put on a Steph Curry on the other side, man? That dude's scary. He's
bro.
scary.
He's legit a top, almost a top 10 player all time. He's got 4 championships. He's got 2 without Durant. He just won the championship last year. This is a
Top
no-brainer.
10?
If I'm the
You said top 10?
yeah, yeah,
I'm
four
not arguing
chips.
that. I know I'm starting to think like top. I think he's moving up into like that. Ooh, I gotta start thinking back of some history here. But like top 9, top 8, he's
He could
getting
be
up there.
there. It depends.
He's
It's your
getting up there.
personal preference, but he revolutionized the game. He's the best 3-point shooter ever. He's got 4
Absolutely.
championships on LeBron's watch in LeBron's era. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, yeah. No hate, man. Now, granted, he had the much better teams most of those times they met up in the finals. Let's just call it
yeah.
what it
But
is. I
he's won
mean,
2 without Durant.
he
If you
did.
take
He
away the
did.
2 with Durant, he got 1 last year, and he got his first one without Durant.
But he's 1-1 against LeBron in the finals without Durant. Just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
yeah, that's fine.
So, I mean,
That's one
for
of the greatest
me,
players ever. There's no shame in that.
for ratings, everything else, the perfect way that this playoffs could play out in the Western Conference, you get
Warriors.
LeBron
Yeah,
versus Steph.
Oh God.
And then, I mean, either way, okay, as a Lakers fan, would I love to see my Lakers win that second round, go to the Western Conference Finals? Absolutely. But either way, let's say the Suns beat the Nuggets. You got KD versus Steph, or you got KD versus
KD
LeBron.
versus
That's
LeBron.
box office no matter the way
Yeah,
you look
bro.
at it. Either way,
Yeah.
man,
It's
this
setting
is
up
just,
nice.
I
Yeah.
mean, of course, the Lakers fan in me wants a Lakers dub, but
Yeah.
either way, man, that's just how it's going to work. So, you got anything else on this series?
Nope.
Game 7, Sacramento. You better
Sunday
bring a
night.
Golden State or they're going to send y'all's butts home, man.
Yeah.
So, all right. Here we go. It's time for you to get your flowers now.
Hey.
Y'all handed your business to my friend. Close that thing out in 6 games. Celtics Hawks. I think this one was a little bit tougher than you were anticipating, Corey.
No, Dan, you were anticipating. You kept telling me the Hawks are no trouble. I told you this Hawks team was in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago.
No, that's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
They went through Embiid, they went through somebody else, and they had a 2-1 series lead. I had to look this up on the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. They were up 2-1 in that series.
That was the year the Bucks won the championship, too.
Yeah, this is the year the Bucks won the championship.
Yep. You're right.
You're right. Full respect for this team. It was not looking good. We went into the fourth quarter down 2 points, but Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum turned it on late. I think it was a bit of a wake-up call. I think they needed this, especially seeing what happened to the Bucks. You're not unbeatable.
No.
You're not.
No.
You're not. And you're about to catch hell in this next series. I think this series with the Sixers goes 7. Thank God we have home court advantage. This is going to be a real test. I'm glad we got out of this series against the Hawks because the last thing I wanted to do was see a Game 7 back in Boston. Shout out to, and the reports now is that the Hawks are no longer looking to trade Trae Young after his series performance.
Go figure. Go
No
figure.
shit, right?
Go figure. Go
This man-
freaking figure.
This man single-handedly won 2 games.
Why
against the
would you?
Celtics.
Why
Bro.
would you trade him? Huh. Try to
Yeah.
package a DeJounte Murray and Jonathan Collins and go figure out something from there. Don't trade Trae Young. That's your franchise. He's the
That's
one that's going to
legit.
put butts in them seats, man. Y'all better keep Trae Young because that's the only chance they got to do anything. Now, granted, as long as Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, and Giannis stay in the East, I don't think Mr. Trey and the Hawks are going anywhere. And I don't see any kind of trade that they can make that's going to change that. So you might as well stick with him. He's going to put fans in the seat. You'll get some revenue. That's what it's all about. Man, in this next series, though, man, I mean, for y'all, I would, if I'm a betting man, of course I'm going to pick the Celtics in that series. I am. But my gosh, I mean, it's all going to come down to, is Joel Embiid going to be healthy? I don't think he's going to be 100% healthy, but how healthy is he going to be? That's going to be number one. Number two, what James Harden are you going to get? Because I would make an argument that Maxey has become the second best player on that team in these playoffs.
It's not an argument. He is.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad we agree on that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is.
He's just and James Harden just looks like a shell of himself. He's had a couple of good moments, man, but he's just
got old, man. He got old. He's one of those guys that loves to go to the strip club, smoke Black and Miles, drink. When you do that, your body's going to age faster. That's just what it is. You don't get sleep. You don't really work out that hard. Your body ages faster. And that's what it is. Age is caught up to him quicker than it has other people.
I don't understand how you can make millions of dollars like that and just throw everything away. Or just like...
He has millions, though. That's the deal. Yeah. He signed 2 big contracts. He's got all the money in the world. It's not important to him.
He blowing it, though. He gonna be another one. He gonna be another one of those NBA players we talking about 10 years, 10 years after his career, he'll be broke.
Bro,
and I hate to say that. I'm not trying to be a hater, but it's like
it's hard to blow that much money. But if anybody can do it,
they'll do it. They'll do it. They'll definitely do it. So
yeah, I'm on board with this. You know, Charles Barkley made a comment last night after the game, after we beat the Hawks. They were previewing this series, and he kind of said that don't double Embiid. He's like, I don't know what the hell the Brooklyn Nets were doing. You single up Embiid, and then Kenny Smith said, well, he's going to go for 50. And he was like, fine, 50 points is not going to win the game.
Right.
Let Embiid do what he does, and you cut off Maxey, you cut off Tobias, you cut off James, and don't double Embiid, and then just roll that way. So I agree with that. That's why
I always talk about Corey. I respect those guys on those kind of shows. They know exactly what they're talking about because they've been there and they've done that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't disagree with that though. Don't double him. Put Williams on him. Put Horford on him. You know what I'm saying? Try to bother him, this and that. You need Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to be on their A game, which they have been in these playoffs. Y'all have not. It hasn't been from lack of effort from them why you lost 2 games to the Hawks. You just ran into a hot Trae Young. Their shooters got hot, everything else.
Yeah.
The Sixers are a very good basketball team. Do not get me wrong. But they were playing a team in the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm not hating. Mikal Bridges is a very nice young star in this NBA. But they didn't play a superstar. They didn't. You're about to play 2 of them in this next round.
Yeah.
They can they can drop 40 on your head any given night. You about 2 of them guys. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, this whole entire season have been nothing but the best duo in the NBA, and it's not even close. Not even up for discussion. So that's why I anticipate. I'm 6 or 7. I'm kind of leaning more towards a 6-game series just because I think that you guys have Philly's number. You have home court. I think that you guys can pull up into Philly and get a dub from them as opposed to them pulling up into Boston and getting a dub from you guys. That's how I see it. Marcus Smart, put him on Maxey. Jaylen Brown, put him on Harden. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum. You guys got to beat Jason Tatum. Let him guard Tobias Harris so he doesn't have to work as hard on the defensive end. Yeah. You're going to need the biggest key for you guys is going to be down low. You need Robert Williams to be Robert Williams, blocking shots, creating trouble, whatever. Joel Embiid's going to average 30 to 40 points. He's going to get his buckets. But like Charles Barkley said, that was a great point that you brought up. You cannot let those other guys drop 30. You cannot let James Harden drop 20 to 30. You just can't do that because that's when they are lethal and they will beat you.
Yeah.
So you keep all that under control, which I believe that you guys can. You guys are on a mission right now, man. Y'all are wanting to get back to those NBA finals. Jason Tatum has a sour taste in his mouth after the way he played last season in that finals. And I expect nothing but greatness from this guy. I mean, I absolutely despise you guys. If you want my honest opinion, I hate y'all. But I love Jason Tatum. He's a Dookie for life, man.
Yeah.
So I got love for my boy Jason Tatum. I'm still a little pissed off that we went and drafted Lonzo Ball as opposed to Jason Tatum. But I digress. End of discussion there. I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
So it's cool, man. We're our teams are 2 series away from seeing each other in the finals, and I think there's a legit shot with the Bucks going down and with the way your Lakers are playing that they can. It's a serious thing that we can see another Celtics Lakers finals, which would be awesome.
Knock on wood for AD's health right now.
But we got a long way to go. We got a lot of basketball.
There's a lot of basketball left. A lot. So, man.
All right, man.
You got anything else?
No. I'm good.
Man. Well, there it is for you guys. We want y'all hop down there in those comments for us. Who do you think can stop Anthony Davis? Am I out of line for saying what I said there? Hop down in the comments and let me know one way or another. Also, if you guys aren't already at this point and you're still with us right now, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's real easy, guys. I don't know what's stopping y'all. Y'all want to hop on this train, I can promise you that. And tap that notification bell and always hit that thumbs up button. Good, bad, right, wrong, and different. We don't care, guys. Just let us know. So, as always, we signed on into this thing tonight. We're going to go ahead and we're going to sign on out. Peace out, bro.
Peace.
That was a good one, bro. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good. We in a rhythm right now, bro. Mm-hmm. We're gonna. I feel this train starting to pick up. You feel me?
Shorts and getting on other people's shows and having people on our shows. That's the next step.
I need to hit up PG. I need to hit up that PG. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start hitting up those recruits or those players for OU. I'm gonna start hitting them up. You get some OSU players.
I was about to say I gotta step up my game on social media.
So let's. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna throw myself out there and be like, "Hey, man, would you love to get on the show?" So
yeah.
I'm gonna hit up. I actually got Justin Harrington's number. So.
Bet. Heck yeah. I just did it last minute, bro. I just turned my desk around and put this shit up. You'll figure it out. Well, be patient. Yeah. We Gucci. All right, man. I'm gonna try to get this thing up in the morning. I'm gonna have to wake up early and do it, and then because I gotta do this volleyball. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same thumbnail, and then rock it like that. Bet that'll work. All right, man. I'll holler at you tomorrow. Peace. Thanks, brother. All right. Peace.